Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
You ever have one of those times where if you don't hit live, we're going to sit there and talk behind the scenes for another 20 or 30 minutes. So, good afternoon, everyone. How y'all doing? And Hunty, if you'd like to know how Hoshi finds playing Power World, the answer is yes. Okay, 8 hours today, yes. I look over on Discord, Power World. Oh, you playing Power World to 8 hours? Like, dude, get the like. If I have to get off the game, you can take a break from the game. You can take a break too, huh?
We took a break. We took a lunch break. We took a lunch break. We fed the animals. Took the dog out to potty. We took a break, and then it was like a 20-minute break.
Jump right back on.
Yeah.
Oh god, the game is addictive.
Me and my girlfriend are playing it right now.
Highly addictive. You're playing it?
Yeah.
I hate you.
I have 3 monitors. Of course I can play it. Plus, also, if I turn off my world, she can't play. So, well, she can't play in the world that we've worked on. So,
yeah, the other supervisor is paying for a dedicated server.
Oh, you have to pay for a server?
For a dedicated server, it's $11. Apparently, you pay $11 a month.
Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that
for an always online server.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We'll just do the free. Free.
Nothing wrong with that. Please contact your medical professional if you experience a Power World that lasts longer than 3 hours. Too late. I have no intention of contacting medical professional because I'd have no problem sitting down playing that game for 8 hours, even though I'm level 33.
I'm level 31 right now.
Jesus Christ. And you got it after me.
Yeah. I came home, started playing it. Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun. Me and her.
Yep.
We just built our second base too because we eventually outgrew our old base, so we created a second base in the center of the map. There's this perfectly shaped plateau mountain that has a flat top that's just the size of the map.
They have I just realized there are a bunch of areas like that. They're just nice and flat and round where it looks like the perfect spot to put a base.
Yeah, no, and then also because of the raids, we're really high up, so they have to run up to us. Gives us all of our time to shoot the people down below.
T-Gap Steve. We know you're pitching a big top 10. Steve, my inner gamer has had a hard on for 3 days for this game. Okay.
It's really good.
I love it. I mean, call it what you want. I don't care. It takes aspects of Pokemon, the creature catching aspects and leveling up and all that shit of Pokemon, with the survival game of Ark Survival with the crafting and base building and shit. And it mashed them together in a way that works, that actually fucking works. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna lose sleep with this shit. Oh wait, I already have stayed up till 12 o'clock one night, 12:30 another night. Oh,
we stayed up pretty late playing this game.
No, I found a huge dragon egg that took 2 hours to hatch.
Oh,
because shit, I don't know, on one of the outer islands that's not open.
We just got to the center of the world, like literally the center of the map. I'll take a picture and send it to you later, but yeah, we just created our base there.
Yeah, Hunty, you capture the Pokemon, and you can level them up, and you can put them to work in your base.
Having them work is fantastic.
It's fantastic when it's not glitching, it's not bugging.
It's working fine on our PCs.
Oh man, so you're not running into like unrendered parts of the game where you fall through the map?
No.
Okay, so it might be an issue with that with my Xbox Series S. So that might be a processing issue on my end. Like there's spots where the map, the ground will not render, and I'll fall right through it. It doesn't break the game for me. I'm on a flyer, so I just fly up to a point where if it gets to a point where I'm on land, because apparently there's land textures underneath land textures. So if I can get close to it but can't get through, I'll just summon the flyer and jump on his back, and it'll pull me out of it.
That's cool. Fine. I mean, I have a flyer. I just haven't made a saddle for him yet. It's hard. We haven't found enough leather to make that.
You got which ones? Like the wolves will drop leather.
The wool. We found that out. Our base has there's a bunch of wolves near our base.
Yeah. An adorable tube dragon. I have the tube dragon. I've been trying to catch anything and everything I could. I've been catching them. The world bosses and stuff. I've only beaten one trainer. I've only beaten the first trainer.
We beat the electric one.
Electabuzz, because that's what the fucker is. I don't care. So exactly what he looks like. Big old Electabuzz.
Did they use AI to make these?
That's the accusations, but there's no proof. So we can talk about that a lot. We're definitely gonna get to it. Actually,
we're talking about that first. We're talking about the bullshit that is
fuck that.
With What If.
I'm not too happy with the fact that you made me watch those last 5 episodes, because that shit went downhill fucking quick, fast, and in a hurry. As far as
I told you,
as far as the MCU, oh my god!
Because I'm Captain Carter.
Because I'm fucking Captain Carter. Jesus God Almighty. Okay. So pick some. Let's see. Pick She-Hulk or Madam Web.
Which one I prefer?
She-Hulk shills or Madam Web shills? Because we can't break tradition.
I guess
She-Hulk
She-Hulk.
Shill. All right.
I like the character, so I don't care for Madam Web as much. So I guess I'll go with She-Hulk.
All righty.
Is this a Grizzly video?
Of course it is. What about Hurricane Katrina? Went down faster than Hurricane Katrina. So everybody, ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't heard, season 2, She-Hulk supposedly canceled.
Does anyone in this chat actually live in Louisiana like us, or that experienced Katrina?
I don't know. Hunty might be close enough. It was a national story. Okay.
Well,
it put a whole fucking city underwater. You know, at the time, my mother-in-law lost everything. My sister-in-law lost everything. Lots of people I knew lost every fucking thing.
I slept through it.
I kind of did too, but then I saw the footage afterwards, and I kind of had a nervous breakdown.
I was living in Walker at the time, and we were very high up on the ground. So,
yeah, what I experienced can only be described as Dorothy returning to Oz, in a sense that we were driving through, going to help my mother-in-law at the time, go and help her clean up, try to recover as much as possible. And we're driving down the interstate, going through Laplace and Kenner and Metairie. The backs of warehouse stores just blown out. Just the backs of the stores blown out. You could see the inside, but there was activity. There was color. There were people doing things, getting back to work. And then we went over the 610 split. What's up, Joshua? What's up, Hunty? Sanguine, Axel, T-Gap, everybody, Arc. But we went over the 610 split, right over the levee. And it was like Dorothy going from the land of Oz back to Kansas in the movie. Because everything was gray. Everything was gray and brown. You could see the water level on the side of the walls. There was no color because there was nothing growing. It was just drab. And 18 years later, it's still the memory of that. And at one point, what hit me the hardest, I went outside to smoke a cigarette because everything was getting to me. It was genuinely getting to me. I sat down on a tree. Well, the tree was laying down. I sat down on a tree and I look over it, and a butterfly. This is like fucking storybook level shit. that actually legitimately happened to me. Just a butterfly or a moth or whatever, a little flying fluffy thing that's beautiful, colorful, landed on the tree branch, and I noticed 2 little small leaves budding out of the tree. And I just broke down like a big fucking baby. Because I guess, it's going to sound cheesy, but it's one of those things where nature's going to find a way. And everything's going to be better. Anyway,
I mean, hey,
it was it was something, man. It was just something for me.
I mean, I didn't go to New Orleans during Katrina, so
hold up. Joshua, come on, man. My daughter made that one last week. It's like anything. It's like my daughter made that for me. My executive producer. It's going to be my favorite one. Sydney Sweeney and Isabella Merced in skin tight Spider-Woman outfits. Yeah. Watch it on mute. Just make sure you turn the camera off. Yeah, the camera's on the whole time. So anyway, where were we? MCU shill defends She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, your Grizzy video.
I love me some Grizzy. Let's see what these lovely, lovely people have to say.
Should we hope for a season 2?
I don't think so. I think we blew our budget.
That's oh god.
I mean, if the creator,
that's Tatiana Maslany.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my dear. Okay, no, that's the actress. She plays Jennifer Walters.
Yeah, I know who she is.
The camera is. I'm sorry. She's a beautiful woman, but that camera's not doing her justice at all. Wow, the lighting.
I thought it was the best thing Marvel had done in a really long time.
The camera and the lighting.
Like,
oh, wow. I thought it was the best thing Marvel had done in a really long time.
She's not gonna fuck you, dude. Anyway.
Me probably wants her to.
Oh my god. Anything else, boys, before we move on?
I'm sure there'll be more.
I would. Can you blame him? But red team wins. What is this game up here? Anyway. It's sad. It's like I'm more interested in what this could possibly be in the middle than anything they have to say.
And true to the character.
Oh God, Jesus fucking Christ! True to the character. What are your thoughts, Hoshi? Being a massive She-Hulk fan, an actual fan of the comic books and everything.
Oh no, no,
do you think
not even close?
Disney's
not even close.
So we got more shills trying to suck up to the actress and kiss ass. I can't just.
No, Jennifer. Like, first off, once Jennifer became She-Hulk, she like instantly fell in love with her new self, and she didn't like to change back. I don't remember if she could change back. It's been such a long time. She may have been able to change back.
Oh, in the comic books,
like,
yeah, she could change back. She just didn't want to.
Yeah, she didn't want to. She loved it. She was confident about her new personality. She wasn't having like an identity crisis in this one, which I know this whole show was make you like. Well, the message was love yourself no matter how you look. I guess that was the message, right? If I'm not reading the room wrong, right? I assume that's what the message was.
For what?
For She-Hulk, like love yourself, basically, no matter like how you like whether.
Oh, I have no fucking clue what any sort of message they were trying to put out there with the TV show.
I'm pretty sure that's what the message was.
The message that they were trying to send is men bad, women good. That was the message that they were trying to push out there, no matter what. Because sit there in the very first episode to have Jennifer Walters ridicule, chastise, belittle, preach, and lecture Bruce fucking Banner, the Hulk, in that way is fucking asinine at best.
Oh, I know.
And
just, honestly. Bruce never gets a happy ending. Like, you know damn well what I mean.
Don't care.
If you ever watched and read any of the Hulk comments, like, poor Bruce, man. Like
Oh no, I mean I'm familiar with his story, but yeah, no, he doesn't. I kind of like there was okay. We're gonna talk about what if, but real quick, Joshua, no, you don't have to apologize. I understand. I'm just picking.
Apologize
And
for
yeah,
what?
he he wasn't fond of the executive producer's avatar that she made me.
I mean, everybody has their taste.
Mm-hmm. If you want to change things up, it's no problem. Just like the avatar, I can't tell. Can't tell what. Joshua, you're over explaining yourself now. It's perfectly all right. I understand the sentiment. I appreciate the love and adoration that everyone has for my TV head. It's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. Down.
He's not upset
But
about
yeah,
it.
that's actually kind of the reason why I picked the TV head. It was something because the idea for my channel was talking about the nonsense that we're dealing with in the entertainment industry, and it was like the deciding factors was that's the kind of TV I grew up with. The
old
big
tube TV.
the big fucking CRT 12-inch black and white screen with the antenna on top and that weighed 30 fucking pounds.
But if it didn't work, you had to beat it every now and then.
Yeah, yeah. Redneck engineering. Whack. Yep. Every so often I might change up what's in the center of it, but the fucking, what is it called in the middle? Oh God, I can't remember what it's called. Steve, help me out.
The speaker
No, the screen
on your TV head.
Yeah, what's that there's a name for that screen.
It looks like you mean the like emergency broadcast thing?
It's not an emergency broadcast. The test pattern. Thank you, Steve. That's the test pattern. That was it was either that one. The other test pattern is the black, purple, blue, and red bars across the top, but some other channel thought I was plagiarizing him, stealing him outright. Yeah, you still talk about that? Yeah, when I'm bored. Gave me an excuse to do what I had been wanting to do, adjust my avatar. I like this one better. I like the black and white. Anyway, I like the test pattern. Do. Okay, so what are we talking
about? She-Hulk, apparently.
Okay, cool. Let's get back to this.
True to the company.
Yeah.
Yep. So everybody go watch everything Tatiana's ever been in.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2.
I mean, like I said in my video, I want a season 2 of She-Hulk. I really do.
I would like one if they did it right and did it better.
Oh, I want them to do it the same way.
Why?
I have a massive
why do you hate us? I would like something good though.
You're not going to get it.
I know,
for a
but
while.
I can
Not
dream,
for okay. Let me rephrase that. Hold on. Yes, we want something good, but we're not going to get it from Disney. Okay. We just have to accept that. Now,
never.
Oh, I'm still going to keep watching all the nonsense that they put out, but I don't have high expectations for it. And then if someday over the rainbow, oh wait, somewhere over the buffet, food piled high, eating up all of the profits, making the owner cry. I miss John Panetta. I really do. He was fantastic. He was a funny guy. No, stop it. Warhammer 40K with Henry Cavill. When I get started, I can't stop. That's what
you're gonna get us flagged. No, not really.
Well, that's something I could definitely fight because number one, it's a parody song and it's a cover of a parody song.
I know. I'm just giving you shit.
So, to nobody's surprise at all, things are not looking good for season 2 of She-Hulk.
No,
and Disney MCU shill Roxy Stryer is not happy about it because She-Hulk Attorney at Law was her favorite Disney Plus series.
Yeah, it's my favorite of the Marvel shows.
Is it? Okay. Roxy, let's start with you on the show. So this was your favorite of the Marvel series.
Yeah.
She looks angry.
Oh yeah, no, she's just a Karen looking for someone to bitch at. You can't tell me
you
I'm
posted
wrong.
a Warhammer music bit, Conti. God damn it! I need to keep better track of the shit that gets posted in the music thing. There was the last one you reminded me of. I did watch it. I get sidetracked. I'm sorry, Hunty. I'm sorry. Don't be mad.
Be mad at him, Hunty.
You be quiet.
Be
Don't
mad
pick
at
on
him.
me. I've disappointed enough women in my life. What's one more?
Wow. Way to sell yourself up high.
Ow. Did you forget that I'm single?
I mean, that could be why.
I don't think Joshua likes She-Hulk.
I mean, besides like one or two episodes in there, like I mean, honestly, Mark Ruffalo's scenes were good with the little bit they gave him.
For fuck's sake. Really?
What I like,
No,
I like the Hulk, okay? And I will take whatever Hulk I can get.
You like the Hulk.
It's nice that they haven't canned him yet. I wish they would do. I wish they would.
I'll take whatever Star Wars they shovel down my throat and shove up my ass, whether it's written good or not. We don't need that kind of nonsense. I'll take whatever She-Hulk they give me. No, I want a good goddamn show.
No, I want the Hulk back in Marvel. Okay,
I want a good show. I want a good show.
I do.
I don't give a fuck who it is. I
But
want a
apparently
well-written story with interesting characters.
Only thing is, I'm worried that whenever they do give him his own thing, they're gonna basically just kill him off, so that way they can stop fighting Universal for the rights because they think no one cares about the Hulk.
That's why they're doing the Red Hulk, because whatever, who cares?
I mean, not like the actor's gonna be like.
Oh, that's gonna be in Captain Black Falcon.
I mean, Harrison Ford's not gonna be around forever, man.
See, every time I think of what they did to Falcon, what they did to Sam Wilson's character, I just
Yeah,
I'd rather Captain America now. Yeah, but he was an original character. He was an original superhero. He was an original fucking superhero. And you took that away from him. You trivialized his character. It's a mantle. Fuck off. Pass it on. Yeah. It's a mantle. Like the examples that they give, this obnoxious article that I was reading, the mantles. Oh, it's not the first time they've passed a mantle on to another character like this, talking about like the Flash or Green Lantern. And it's like, those are different instances because it's passed on from a superhero to someone becoming the Flash, not taking a superhero character away and giving them something else, as in the case of the Falcon. You took the Falcon's identity away and made him Captain America.
So you're talking about like Jimmy Olsen. Why did I say Jimmy Olsen? Wally West after Barry dies, Wally gets the Speed Force.
Mm-hmm. Nobody took the Green Lantern and turned him into the Flash. Nobody took, the
Green Lantern.
Did they take a character who was already a superhero, take that costume away from them and give them a new identity? Because that's what they did to Sam Wilson.
But they have given other characters a lantern ring.
Permanently?
Not permanently. I think Batman keeps one just in case like something happens.
Batman has tons of contingency plans at his sleeve.
Like I know he keeps kryptonite, and then I know he keeps a lantern ring.
Now here's the thing. The Green Lantern powers, the ring and everything, I think that is more of the exception versus the rule, because there's a lantern core. It is the very definition of multiple people across the galaxy, across the universe.
Oh no, I don't hate it when someone else takes a ring. Like I like it because when Batman, honestly, Batman deserves a green ring because the man has like his willpower he never stops. No matter what situation he's in, he's always finding out. It's either me and my friends have talked about this. He either deserves a green ring or a yellow ring because he uses fear a lot.
To be fair, Joshua, that look is directly from the comics. the mustard and ketchup. Just I read it, and then then I started to read it out loud, and reading it out loud made me laugh.
Oh yeah, that was the yellow suit was the original suit.
Absolutely directly from the comics.
Yeah, that was Daredevil's original colors was yellow and red. So, or he had very little red involved. It was mostly yellow. So yeah, I'm not upset about the yellow suit. That was a callback to the OG comics. But also, I mean, I still thought Charlie Cox he still acted the part, right? Like he still did a good job playing Matt Murdock.
Before or after the CGI Daredevil got up off the floor?
I'm talking
during that fight scene with Echo.
We don't talk about that.
That is so bad. I didn't notice it the first time, and then somebody, I can't unsee it. It's like,
I know, but like, they don't. Man, just no. They didn't even give Charlie Cox a chance to act in that. It's just, hey, get in the suit, fight. It's basically what it was.
Can't disagree with you on that one, Joshua.
I'm pretty sure that's why they changed the suit, because everybody thought he looked better in all red.
So, let's see why she's angry.
She actually likes it better than every Disney, Star Wars, and MCU series on Disney.
Huh. The first episode of Moon Knight was fantastic. Loki season 2 was decent enough. I didn't watch Miss Marvel. No interest in watching Hawkeye.
WandaVision was good early, and then they just turned into generic Marvel after, unfortunately.
Yeah. They had some... It's WandaVision, missed opportunity. Loki, missed opportunity. I will not watch season 1. Fuck that show. Fuck that season. Fuck that show. I went into season 2 with an open mind. I still can't stand what they did to the character, but that is what it is. Don't care.
And now they're about to blend it in with What If, because the end of What If, spoiler everybody, they were heading towards Loki's tree.
I'm sorry, what?
You didn't see that?
No, let's finish this.
Disney Plus.
But of the Marvel Star Wars shows, this was my favorite.
But when you make the claim that the show is not objectively bad,
the amount of times that people have said to me, like, objectively, She-Hulk sucked. And it's like, it didn't suck. You didn't like it.
Then you start to lose people, Roxy, because it is an objectively bad show.
I can point to like writing errors, CG errors, just storyline continuity errors, one from beginning to end. She-Hulk was objective. Like, no, it was just bad. It was poorly written, poorly paced. Scenes didn't make any damn sense. Why is this happening? Don't know. And just everything that they put in there to try and own the chuds online. They fucking even came out and said, yeah, we put that in there to own the people online who are complaining, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, how the main bad guy...
You are attacking...
How the main bad guy was basically the male representation of the male fan base.
It was Doomcock. It was you don't know who Doomcock is. You saw the mask that they were wearing, those masks that they were wearing, those like weird looking, I don't know.
Dude, it's been I haven't rewatched She-Hulk since we reviewed it, and I don't remember a lot of it, honestly. I think my brain did try to save itself and forget most of it.
Yeah. Okay. Doomcock is a channel who can't stand Disney, or can't pretty much like everybody else, can't stand the direction that Disney's taken with all these franchises that he has grown up loving, adoring, and just worshiping and sinking thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into these franchises. Let's not forget that. We don't just sit around talking about how much we love these shows, love these franchises. I got hundreds of dollars in Lego Star Wars in the bedroom. Okay. Plus Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars. We don't even talk about how much that wants. Anyway, sink money into these franchises, our hard-earned dollars. Now, if I I can't buy a Lego set from the Disney prequel or
without rolling your eyes.
No, the Disney sequel trilogy. I'm not interested. And there's rumors that there's going to be some new Lego Star Wars sets dealing with the Ahsoka series. I'll be hard pressed to not buy one if it has that stormtrooper in it, because
What
yes,
Phasma, the silver
no,
one?
fuck that.
Oh,
I
you
have
mean
I have no
oh,
interest.
you mean from
I'm talking about Roman from
Ahsoka.
Yes, that one single stormtrooper. That is the only one I have any interest in. Just oh god, except maybe the Night Sisters. Anyway, just the rest of them are just the rest of like I've seen the sets. They have a few sets from the series. Her ship, just I've no interest, no desire to put any of my money towards it. And yet, I was excited when I got the She-Hulk minifigure out of the Marvel blind boxes, the blind minifigure boxes. Because it's a good looking figure. It's her Avengers outfit, the one that she had when in the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, oh, because it is a good looking minifigure. It's a square ass. These are still Lego minifigures. God, y'all. If I wanted to look at Hera's ass, I'll just go look at one of the pictures that Steve put up. She-Hulk was objectively bad.
One reason is because of the terrible, lazy, cringe writing. For example, it's a law show, and the writers have no idea how the law or the criminal justice system works.
They couldn't even be fucked to get a consultant on the set.
It's also objectively bad because it's a cameo show that relies on cameos to get people to tune in. It's an object.
They had more people
excited about Wong
and whatever that chick's name was.
Oh,
there
was
one that spelled
her
buzz.
name.
Yeah. Whatever.
The one who was sitting down watching the show with Wong, like
gave spoilers out and all this other stuff. There was more discussion about the two of them than about Tatiana Maslany or She-Hulk herself. So yeah, even to the point where they tried to make a fourth wall breaking joke about it. Like, if anything else, the show had Madison with a Y. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you for bringing back that terrible memory.
Those to get people to tune in. It's an objectively bad show because it's written and directed by a bunch of angry.
See, now this is a false scene. This is a scene from the TV show, but I promise you they had to bust in these two guys because no, the writer's room was all whamming.
They didn't want people to complain about it, I guess.
And that's only slightly joking.
Angry feminists that hate men, and they inject that hatred.
Intelligentsia. They brought the fan discourse into the show in an attempt to own the fans, own the cheds, as they put it. And the only thing the fans did was laugh and go, we get under. It's like this is the perfect example of living rent free in someone's head. Can you imagine little know-nothing YouTube channels who actually get under the skin of these Hollywood so-called professionals to the point where they satire you in their show, or not satire, parody. They parody you in their show.
Ow. Yep. Disney must be getting tired of like getting shit on all the time.
Well, they're sure as fuck tired of making money.
Apparently.
Into the show. And the biggest reason of all that it's an objectively bad show is because it's a comedy show that's not funny.
Snacks and
there you go, Joshua. Was it Josh that said that? I want to find it.
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. Haha. The biggest sin was that it was advertised to be a comedy that wasn't funny. See? Yeah, I'm silly like that, okay? South Park could have gone a lot harder in on some of their jokes with the Panda Stone. They could have gone a lot harder. It's like, but I don't know what they held back. I don't know why they held back.
They didn't hold back.
Yeah, they kind of did. They could have gone a lot harder on the YouTubers. They could have gone a lot harder on Disney. You know.
Hang on a sec. I'm just gonna mute myself for a second.
Oh, I keep forgetting this fucker's playing Pal World. You son of a bitch.
A map to the best bathroom for Pope.
Thank you.
That's comedy.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, man. I wouldn't think.
God, I love the
But this
Boondocks
is-
so
this was
fucking
a
much.
Sitcom. This was a
Oh, it's fantastic.
If y'all ever want to watch a good show, please watch the Boondocks.
Absolutely.
Like, it's a fantastic show. I love that show so much.
But wait, you're not supposed to like it because you can't really see yourself in the show.
Talking about, I love the show so God, it's a great show. I've rewatched that show so many times. My name is Uncle Ruckus. No relation. I fucking love that show so much. God, I love
Uncle
the episodes
Ruckus.
with Stinkerman or Stinkerman.
Oh, I've watched a few episodes of the first couple of seasons, but that's about it. But every episode I've ever watched is fantastic. Hi, Mr. Slickback. No, it's a pimp named Slickback. And of course, I've seen all the
Say it
memes,
with me
all the
now.
clips. Pimp named Slickback.
God, it's such a good show. It is such a
Joshua,
fucking
you're going to
good
get me in
show.
trouble.
What? What's he gonna get you? How's he gonna get you in trouble?
Well, I don't want him to get. We can't say that word, Joshua. It's not our word.
Say what word? The N word?
I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't saying it. You know, the American society. We're getting sidetracked. Anyway,
That's because because I mean it's a good show.
it is a good show. Unlike She-Hulk.
the show that was like a workplace comedy that had
What?
a lot of heart.
My ass.
What?
No, The Office is a workplace comedy that
Your ass definitely has more heart than the show does, for fuck's sake.
I mean, yeah, it's pumping a lot more blood through it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joshua. I made an incorrect assumption. There we go. Joshua can be our representation for the show.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, it's a great fucking show. I love
absolutely.
Boondocks so much.
Every once in a while, I put my foot in my mouth. It's okay. I can wash them nice. Back to the show.
No, it didn't have a lot of heart. It had a lot of cringe and it had a lot of hate.
And
Hate
cancer.
for whatever reason was directed at its own fan base.
Not a great plan.
Objectively, She-Hulk sucked. And it's
Well,
like-
that's correct.
It didn't suck. You
Yes, it
didn't
did.
like it.
Which begs the question,
See, that's the thing. I went into the show wanting to like it. I kind of go into.
Oh yeah, 'cause I love the character.
I go into every single one of these shows that I review, regardless of what I think. It's like, wow, this looks like it's going to be trash. Hoping to be proven wrong, hoping to be disappointed, and it ends up being a good show. If that statement makes sense, I hope I'm disappointed in my assumption. I'm hoping I'm incorrect in my assumption. There we go. That's better. Like I want this shit to be good. That's all I want. And then that fucking speech in the first episode just drove me up the wall. I'm pretty sure it gave me gray hairs.
What, her dissing Bruce? Like you
That-
look, you get whistled at, guys. Cool. Bruce has been hunted by almost every government in the world, shot at. He has had devices built specifically to kill him. Like, he can't be with the woman he loves and who loves him back because
Her
he's a-
father wants him dead.
yeah, the government wants him dead. Like, I
He was
don't.
banished to another planet where they tried to kill him there. He ended up losing his family. And oh yeah, but no, you've been
went to war
catcalled
over
and
the
you've been
entire, like
whistled at
literally
and
went to war with the whole
possibly
planet.
even killed and maybe. But we don't need to worry about actual legitimate statistics.
In fact, he's been killed multiple times, but he just can't die. So he literally is immortal. Like every time
I have inside me blood of kings.
Even if Bruce were to die, because he has he has the gamma radiation, he can walk through the green door, which is in hell, because all gamma radiation in the Marvel comics is linked to hell, and he just walks the green door and comes right back to life. Even if they completely disintegrate his body, he can't die. So like he's been people have attempted to kill him multiple times, and they fail.
I tried that once. The big guy just spit the bullet out.
Yeah, the man was driven to the point of suicide. Still failed.
Here we are.
And she's gonna try and complain about someone whistling at her,
or possibly murdered on the street. Here we belong.
The man literally gets
survival. Yep,
threatened every time he walks out the door.
I think I was introduced to Queen with Highlander. Maybe before that. I think Another One Bites the Dust was my first introduction to Queen. How do you think you're gonna get along? This isn't Sing Along with fucking Kilted.
What is it about the show that makes it objectively good, according to you?
I'm made for the show.
It was aimed
to me, and they nailed it. I'm really bummed that Marvel doesn't see, or that Bob doesn't see the value in that.
I guess she's on a first name basis. Here's the problem with all this nonsense. We sit here and we talk about these shows, and what we say is like, this is a bad show, and here's why, here's why, here's why, here's why, here's why. 9 times out of 10, actually, no, I'm going to go with 10 fucking times out of 10. It never has anything to do that it was directed by a woman. It stars a woman. It's done by a woman. It's this by a woman. It's that by a woman. It never has anything to do with the gender or sexuality of the main characters. It's always about the story, the acting, the CG, the progress, the pacing, all this other stuff. And yet, when someone comes along and says, you're wrong, it was good, they can't tell you why. They can't tell you what they liked about it. It's just buzzword, buzzword, buzzword. It was like, in this case, it was for me. Wait, what? It was made for me. Wait, a pretentious, alcoholic, narcissistic whore, sex fiend that likes to. Okay. No, I'm not trying. I'm not saying that. I just hate women. I hate women. I hate women. I hate the soft, supple, wonderful body. Anyway,
you sure about
that? No. To kiss, but chance to taste. Where were we?
I just God, it makes me so upset what they did to what they do to the characters. I really, because I love these characters. I really do. I grew up with these characters. Like, this is characters that I grew up with and fell in love with, and then they're gonna go and do all this bullshit to change them just because they want to meet a new narrative when they've been telling basically the same narrative. I can understand wanting to change, like after doing the same thing different day, but why change the fundamentals that is the character? Mm-hmm. What good does that do?
Welcome to the chat, Johnny 2x4. Manipulation of the masses. That's what they're attempting to do, and that's what we try to fight against. Fighting back of this nonsense. Vote with your wallet. Let's finish this off so we can talk about something else that's stupid.
Grabbing the me's of the world.
So the show is objectively good because it aimed to cater to people like you.
Because I do love Marvel and I watch everything Marvel.
The problem, however, Roxy, is that the yous of the world,
the me's of the world,
do not show up even when Disney Marvel goes out of their way to pander to you.
And was able to incorporate people like Daredevil into the world in such a meaningful way.
What? the fuck was meaningful about Daredevil's?
Yes, extremely meaningful.
See, everybody dogs that scene right there, and it maybe it's because I didn't watch the Netflix Daredevils that it doesn't bother me. I see it as like everybody say, "Oh, they made him do the walk of shame." It's like, and I think I said in a video, it's like, men don't have shame when it comes to that. Men don't do walks of shame because they just got laid. If a man just got laid, he's on cloud 9. We happy. We're like, I describe it's like, what, men are dogs? Yes, we're dogs. Scratch us on the back of our neck, let us hump something and feed us. We're happy. We are the happiest motherfuckers on the planet. Okay. So it may have been a little cringy, but to call it, oh my God, they tried to insult him and embarrass him by the walk of shame, is like, men don't have, that doesn't work. Okay. That doesn't work the same as it does with women. It just, sorry. It was a stupid scene because Daredevil would not have walked home in his fucking costume. So
Yeah,
that's the problem I have with the show. It's like, it doesn't make sense. If your argument is that the scene doesn't make sense, sure, absolutely. They tore him down. It's like, whatever. It was, yes. Well, She-Hulk like fucks everybody in the comic book. She has a body count. She-Hulk is a very promiscuous. She-Hulk is very promiscuous in the comic book. Probably
she is probably
slept
with almost everybody.
I mean,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Thor, and there is nothing wrong with it. But yeah, Daredevil got smashed. Daredevil smashed She-Hulk. Daredevil smashed Jennifer Walters and had a damn good time doing it too.
And I'm pretty sure
Daredevil felt his way around. I'm sure. Get pegged.
No, I'm
now.
saying Daredevil did also sleep with She-Hulk in the comics.
She-Hulk's kind of a hoe. I mean, you can go through as like how many superheroes has She-Hulk had sex with?
Thor.
Quite a few.
I'm pretty sure she slept with the Juggernaut.
We're not going to go with that. She-Hulk. Okay.
And unfortunately, she also slept with Hulk.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that happened.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She-Hulk and the Hulk slept with each other.
Oh, okay. So we're going to move on. Now, Sanguine. I'm going to counter this because there was absolutely nothing in the show to portray She-Hulk and Jennifer Walters as anything less than a heterosexual woman looking for some good dick. Okay. So the idea that unless you mean that, Jennifer Walters tossed Murdoch on the bed and climbed on top of him and rode him like a fucking a cowboy bar electrical bull, then yeah, I'll go with that.
Probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Got wild and freaky, but as far as pegging Daredevil, no, I'm not going to do that. There was no indication in the show that anything like that. Now, is that something Disney would want to do? Probably.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Is that something the writers of She-Hulk would have been overjoyed to put in the show as a fantasy writing? Yes, I'm more than willing to believe that. Feminist cunts. Fourth wave modern day radical feminist ship. Okay. Come on, we got a minute left. Let's start through this.
Meaningful way that
tell us what you like about the fucking show. Why people do that? Tell us what was good about it. Tell me what was good. Don't just tell me you liked it. Tell me why. Because I got a laundry list of shit to say what I liked and what I didn't like. I can even say shit that I've liked about the shows that I find atrocious.
Made sense to this, like being part of her love life. It made perfect sense.
Daredevil was in this show specifically to get people to tune in. And his appearance in She-Hulk, along with some of the news coming out about Daredevil Born Again, has begun to ruin his appeal amongst fans.
Yep.
I feel like this definitely could deserve a second season, but if it's not doing well,
I desperately want a second season. I really do. Not for the same reason as this woman, but I want another season.
Well, for them, which we know it didn't, then that sucks.
Well, Roxy, I got some good news for you.
Another season to make fun of it.
Yes.
That's all people
Were you
are
looking
say.
for me to have? Yes. Yes. This, I'm sorry. Lighting, my dear. You need better lighting. Oh.
Right, Tatiana Maslany's comments, Disney is reportedly still considering She-Hulk season 2.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Please, gimme.
Yeah!
I want
Thanks
it
for watching.
all.
And if you enjoyed the
I
video,
want
please
it
like and
all.
subscribe.
I love Jim Carrey.
I
mean, I'm
want
glad
it
he retired
now.
happy, but it still
Where is
sucks
that?
that he retired.
Boom. Stop sharing. Boy, oh 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 boy. Oh, sweet mother of God. I love Grizzy. Link to his channel is in the description. If you have not subbed to his channel yet, I suggest you do so. He tortures and torments himself in order to give us entertainment. So he deserves all the traffic that you should go send his way. He puts out way more videos than we watch over here. Oh,
So
what if season 2? What were we talking about a little while ago?
You
that we
mean
wanted to
you
get
mean,
into?
mean the writers what dream of what they can do with Captain Carter? Because they're just trying to say fucks. I'm pretty sure they're just trying to say fuck Steve Rogers.
It was like how many episodes can be continuation from one to another? I expected the What If series there to just be one-offs, like what self-contained episode after self-contained episode. That's not what this was. Season 1 had continuations, and even season 2 had continuations from plots that happened in season 1. So it's one of those things like, how do you have what if happened there, and then all of a sudden the watcher is getting involved entirely too fucking much, and just like, what the hell is going on with this nonsense?
To be fair, in the comics,
okay,
once he comes out, like typically, like he does get involved a lot more in the comics. Hell, even in the old Marvel Ultimate Alliance game, whenever Loki had captured Doom had stolen the powers of Odin, was trying to end the world or trying to end the universe, the Watcher did step in because too many cosmic beings were getting involved. So typically it's not out of character for the Watcher to sometimes get involved. That's why the character in fact, in one comic, the Watchers, like, because there's more than one. Because you've seen the Watchers in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. There was like 3 of them talking to Stan Lee.
I didn't watch. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, like he was sitting on an asteroid talking to the 3 Watchers.
Yeah.
Anyway, so sometimes the Watchers do get involved. He is the main Watcher, Uatu, who typically gets involved the most.
Yeah.
So like he does typically start breaking his rule because like in one comic, like I said, they were betting on, like, so they had the Watchers were having like a contest of the fights, and they were betting on, like, they had a table and basically had a bunch of minis on the table, like how we play D&D, but of the characters of Marvel, and they're like, you know, I'm betting so and so is gonna win, just shit like that. They do get involved every now and then. The threat has to be like massive to, like, it has to be a multiverse threat to get for them to get involved. Typically, though, sometimes. But
you mean like Ultron?
Ultron, and you know, we're gonna skip around a lot, by the way, everyone. So get ready for spoilers.
Oh no, we can go like a good bit of the episodes. We can go one episode at a time. So let's start with the first one.
Boring,
lackluster, disappointing. The first episode was What If Nebula Joined Nova Corps? So the story behind that is that Nebula gets lost in space, and what's her chick, whatever the chick's name is. I thought that was the original not Monica Rambeau, the original Captain Marvel. Is that who she was supposed to be, or she's just the head of Nova Corps?
Dude, I have no fucking idea.
I got something. Okay, Joshua, I got something to say about the Hela episode. I didn't hate it. There's aspects of the Hela episode that permeate the entire season, and that is the quippy one-liner comedy that the way these characters are acting, the way Hela was talking in that episode, like everything was a joke, and I'm like, that's
Well, because she's a god.
What?
No, yeah, no. That's how she would act. She thinks she's in control because she's the goddess of death. She's always been one of the strongest Norse beings. Like, why wouldn't she act overconfident?
No, not overconfident. The quippy jokes.
Oh
Acting,
yeah, well,
the difference. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy James Gunn humor that has permeated. It's the James Gunn humor without James Gunn. They're trying to emulate that comedy, and they don't know how to do it. There's no setup and payoff in the joke. It's just there to be there. And second episode. I didn't mind the first episode just because it was an interesting little mystery and all this other stuff. But second episode, Peter Quill attacks Earth's mightiest heroes. I found that one interesting.
well, did we talk about this already on the stream?
I don't know if we. I don't think so. That's the episode where Peter Quill comes to Earth as a child. My number one
with his god powers,
because Ego has given him the powers and everything, and he's just destroying one planet after another. I found it interesting that they formed the Avengers before the Avengers. So it was T'Challa's dad.
That's been a thing in the comics for a while. They're always
and that's fine. I'm talking about what I'm enjoying. I don't care what they did in the comics. God damn it. I don't have anything to compare it to, is what I'm saying. So I thought it was neat that they brought the older. Earth's Mightiest Heroes. No, that was we're talking about the What If episodes. Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That's just the Avengers, right? No, not the cartoon. We're talking about What If.
Oh yeah, there's an old cartoon called Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Okay, that's what Hunty thought we were talking about. What the things that I liked about it. Well, let's talk about what I didn't like. I didn't like that the end of the episode, the interaction between Peter Quill and Ego was just copy pasted from the movie. That's what it sounded like to me.
I mean, to be fair,
it felt very rushed. Like him just automatically coming out. It's like, why would you reveal that you were responsible for his mother's death that quickly and that easily?
I mean, at that point, he probably felt like he had already. I don't know. Maybe his anger let him out. I don't fucking man. I can't justify it. I really
that's
can't.
just the one little thing I didn't like about it. What I did like, I liked they took, I guess, the previous generation of characters and put them in as a team. I thought that was neat. My absolute favorite part of the whole thing in this one episode was that in order to win the day, to gain the upper hand, they had to use a strong male father figure. And I thought that was, I was like, maybe there's times are changing, because I hadn't made it further into this season. Oh God.
You got your hopes up and look what happened.
Yeah, boy, did I get my hopes up. Let's see. What if Happy Hogan saved Christmas? I see that episode.
I like that one. It felt very Die Hard and very dumb. It felt like it was just...
Of course it was Die Hard. There was a fucking scene straight out of Die Hard in it.
I haven't seen Die Hard in a long time.
Okay, the scene from Die Hard would come up to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs. Him going through the ventilation system.
It's been a long fucking. I mean, like
It's one of the most iconic scenes outside of Yippee-Ki-Yay, motherfucker.
Congratulations! It still has been. It's been like I'm talking about more than a decade.
So, yes, that scene with Happy going through the ventilation that was ripped, and the elevator. It was very reminiscent of Die Hard. I saw that episode as being similar to the Marvel Zombies episode. Fun, nonsensical, filler. What if this happened? I thought it was cool. I think Hammer dancing around was over fucking done way too much. But yeah, it's a cartoon. Let's see. Because I know you want to get to your favorites. That's what we're going through the first half of the season. The first half of these episodes, because
I didn't hate the Hogan episode.
I enjoyed it. I said it was fun.
The
And
only
there's, like,
problem I have with
the
Hogan is that he
throwback
should
later on
not
the
have been able to
season.
bitch out the Hulk that he did in that later episode. Like, he doesn't have the whole he gets angrier the stronger he gets.
He didn't bitch out the Hulk in the medieval episode.
He still won though.
No, he didn't. He didn't win. Happy didn't beat the Hulk. Like
Sure.
Happy punched the Hulk around a few times, and the Hulk was just like, yeah, whatever. Unless there was a part that I missed.
I don't know. I just feel like, like there was a scene where he threw him, could have probably could have knocked him out, but like I don't know. I just felt like they didn't like.
Well, nothing's going to stop a powerful force from throwing the Hulk around. Okay, the Hulk will just land and come right back at you. Because he still has mass that can be overcome by something else.
I'm so used to Marvel just mistreating him that I just expected them to
Disney mistreating him.
Yeah. Well, it's all the same company at this point.
Where are we at? What if Iron Man crashed into Grandmaster?
I liked that episode too. I didn't hate it.
I kind of enjoyed it. I did. A nice little change of pace.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah. It was, a little idea of it's, starts off with what if he doesn't make it out of the portal? Like, what is it after he drops off the nuke? What if he doesn't make it back? And that's how, so he's on the other side of the galaxy. Then, of course, the first of the continuation from the previous season with Captain Carter fighting the Hydra Stomper and getting tricked by Hydra and all this other stuff. Again,
that episode wasn't bad either. I didn't hate it.
Not a terrible episode.
But when they stuck with Carter just doing this, started making her the main character, I was like, oh, well, here we fucking go.
It's not a problem making her the main character. It's the problem where it's just handed one thing after another, which is right around episode 6 where everything just fucking goes south. Full on 100% MCU, boring characters, boring writing, because I don't know who likes Kahori, but God, that
Oh yeah,
they're portraying these Native American heroes as evil murderers. Echo killed a lot of people. Echo killed people in cold blood for Kingpin, and there was absolutely no redemption for her. You want to know what Kahori did? Regardless, to protect her people, sure, but she killed all of them. Every fucking one of them. But she's the bestest ever. She's the absolute bestest ever. Shows up.
Because they're powered by Infinity Stones.
Well,
a Infinity Stone.
Yes,
a Infinity Stone.
Okay,
which is the Space Stone.
That's fine. Handed the power of the Tesseract, doesn't die, doesn't mute anything like that. Gets sucked into this other world, and just happens to be the only one after all these years that's able to master the ability and be better than everyone else.
Oh yeah, with the faster.
She's faster, stronger, learns it quicker, and is the only one that's able to pull the portal down so that they can escape, because she's just the bestest ever. All these other people, all these other entities, men and women, who have the same power, supposed to have the same power as her, they just gave up. They weren't able to escape this world to go back to their families and everything.
That's because they didn't want to, because they were at peace.
That's the whole thing. That people tried. The longest, the record is 14 sticks. It's like, so they just gave up. And of course, running after those mutated buffalo with the plants growing on their back. Miraculously, Kahori's faster than everyone. Okay. I don't have a problem with the character being powerful. I have a problem with her being powerful. I have a problem with being her fucking vagina being the only thing that makes her more powerful.
Well, yeah. No, honestly, those muskets and old school weapons were not going to do anything to a cosmic being.
Because I don't want to yell into the mic. Because you're boring. I can't channel that kind of rage properly. I don't think. Well, what would get me that frustrated? I think I've gotten that frustrated before. Peak fucking MCU story. Boring character, boring story, boring plot, with the main protagonist going through zero struggle and having everything handed to her. Well, she struggled to try to get out the portal. No, the fuck she didn't. She absolutely did not. She tried and succeeded. She tried one time to pull the portal down to the ground and succeeded. That is not struggle. That is lazy, boring writing. I'm sure she did stick the space stone up her bonus hole, because when she got her powers, her eyes lit up. She was so happy.
Yeah, but I mean, once I would say that like the other, yeah, sure. Once she was fighting those primitive weapons, then yeah, I don't believe a musket or any of those cannonballs really should have hurt her, but they didn't really.
Well, the one that got through her, got through, you know.
But it didn't kill her.
Oh, and the other thing is like this: all these people who were happy, they were happy that they were there, happy with no problem. And she's suddenly able to convince them to follow her back to the real world
and like go to war.
And go to war when they didn't want to go to war, when they had already abandoned their families from before, because they abandoned their families. They went through the portal and never went back.
Well, some of them fell through. Like,
no, I understand that.
But the point is, they were all at peace, and she wanted to bring them to war.
What I'm trying to say is, so going to war was more of motivation than going back to their families. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, their families have long died, I think, at that point, because they've been there for hundreds of years.
They gave up trying to get back to their family, but fucking Tesseract Pocahontas shows up and let's go to war. Okay, we'll come with you.
Yes, Kahora gets her powers similarly to Captain Marvel. She basically just gets exposed to the Tesseract, and then boom, she has cosmic powers. Essentially,
because the whole story is when Odin was defending Asgard against the giant fire. From what?
Surtur, that's his name.
Okay, from him. In this world, in this timeline, Odin lost. The Tesseract was broken and landed on another planet, or I guess it landed on Earth, just in a different time period, in the 1400s,
a different dimension. Because it could travel.
It started a different dimension or a different timeline, but that was Earth because it was Queen Elizabeth or Queen Elizabeth. No,
there was a Spanish queen, from Spain. I don't remember her name.
Was it Spain?
It was Spain, yes.
Whatever the queen was, that sent the conquistadors to conquer America. The New World is lost. This idea that someone's going to open up a portal, your magic doesn't scare me. The fuck it doesn't, you lying whore. How superstitious people were back in then. One person walks in, much less 5 people walk in out of nowhere. No, you're not. No, fuck off. I'm sorry. And the idea that the men on the beach, the soldiers, they continue to attack as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all just flattened, just completely flattened. The bullets do nothing. And they're going to still go? No, they're not. I know you want to do it for spectacle, for drama and all this other stuff, but no, they're fucking retreating. Fuck their captain. Fuck that land. They're gone. Pride my ass.
Well, I bet you she was one of those queens that, like, if you don't win, don't come back at all.
Yeah, that's a nifty thing. They can become pirates. They can become the.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like,
don't come back at all. Yes, ma'am. We ain't going back. Fuck you. We're gonna live though.
Well, they didn't. They all got.
Yeah, they all murdered. Every single fucking one of them. All of them dead, murdered. But yay, that's your hero. Even called her a hero. She's a hero. She murdered a bunch of people and threatened a country. Live in peace or else. Like, oh, okay. There's your hero.
That was stolen from that was basically stolen from the Superman Under the Red Sun comic. Like Superman achieved peace because he was a force that couldn't be stopped. Basically, he gave him an ultimatum, surrender your arms or I'll kill you. When Superman was raised by Russia instead of America.
Lovely.
It's a good comic. You should read it.
You ready to get into your favorite? We're getting closer to your favorite.
Oh
parts.
God, the fucking last scene, man. And the last episode was some bullshit.
I saw what you were talking about, but these last 3 episodes. What if the Avengers assembled in 1602? But see, that's not what happened. Sort of. That was just a very strange thing. But we skipped one. I did not like the episode 7. What if Hela found the 10 rings? That is a clickbait title.
Oh yeah, she doesn't get the 10 rings.
She doesn't get the 10 rings.
She meets the father from Shang-Chi.
Yeah. And outside of the quippy Hela joke, one joke after another, there's not enough room up here for me. It just the way the banter going back and forth is like it felt so out of place, so forced that I didn't know what to do with myself. It was just I'm fucking rolling my eyes. I'm waiting. It's like, okay, so she's gonna beat the guy up and take the rings. Like, no, it's still not successful. Like, no, okay, no. But oh well. Wenwu
I didn't
yes,
hate the episode.
Yes, I do understand. Wenwu wanted her alive. Why? Because he thought she was hot. I get that.
I mean, to be fair, that is the actress who played Galadriel from Lord of the Rings. Or did you not know that? Did I lose you there?
What's her name? Kate Beckinsale?
No.
Hold up.
That's Selena Kyle from.
Hold on.
No, that's Catwoman. No, Selena from Underworld. That's Kate Beckinsale.
Oh yeah. Kate Blanchett. I was halfway there. Okay, same actress. Cool. Yeah. I'll play tonsil hockey with her. Yes. Oh, I mean, okay episode, but I don't know. I would not classify this episode as MCU.
No, it wasn't bad. It really wasn't.
Because everything was taken away from her. And even when you think that she's going to get the upper hand on Wenwu, she doesn't. Twice. And ends up having to work together, which is like, okay. Episode 6, I just full on MCU. Fuck that episode. Episode 8 and episode 9. I'm trying to think. It's like, okay. Episode 1, meh. Episode 2, good. Episode 3, funny enough. Yes. Iron Man Crash Grandmaster. Yes. Captain Carter fought off the Hydra. That's not terrible, but nothing to write home about. It was at least a new story, but not really fitting in the What If universe unless you take all the episodes involving, like if they would have taken all the episodes involving Captain Carter's story and just put it into one long form. That might work. Still wouldn't be good. Because the episode from season 1 where you introduce Captain Carter, all that was let's take out Steve Rogers and put in Captain Carter. It's like that's all it was.
Yeah,
everything, all the story beats, everything exactly the same, and it was so disappointing. The lazy writing, it was just disappointment. I took a screen.
So there really isn't much difference between besides the super soldier serum. Look. Man, I want to talk about the Infinity Stones and like how she should have died, but we haven't got there yet. Because look, you saw what the stones did to Thanos and the Hulk,
God,
who I would argue
hate...
who I would argue is a much better, more super than they are.
Now, my hopes for season 3 get away from Captain Carter. Period.
They're not. They're just not. They love her too much. And I don't know why. The best part about her was getting cut in half when Wanda killed her in Doctor Strange.
Oh.
What?
So what did I miss? What was it you were talking about? The tree.
Oh, so the end credit scene, whenever she was getting a ride home from the Watcher, she's like, "You got anything you want to show me?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I got something to show you." And her and the Watcher are floating up to Loki's tree that he made after he got out of the TVA. So they're gonna tie Loki into What If.
Okay, so waiting. I'm watching it right now. I didn't like the lazy. Okay, so I didn't like how lazy they were with her introduction. Some of the other stories were decent, but the first episode of her introduction, sure, they switched her. I can 100% accept how she got the super serum. It was an experiment. Everything went to shit when Steve Rogers got shot. Everything was blowing up, and they had to use the serum. Otherwise, it would have been ruined. So she jumps into the machine. She took a chance. It could have killed her. She knew that, whatever. And then she became big buff, and that's fine.
Yeah. I mean,
but they could have gone a different route.
And they even gave Steve something to do in the episode, at least. Like
yeah.
They didn't just like let him sit in the background.
God damn it. Now I'm thinking about it more. I guess what other path would you expect them to take, considering maybe what probably would have been better is to fast track through the Captain America movie. All that's got to happen because that's was
basically what they did, didn't they?
That was the yes, but they did the entire episode like that. So I guess they did fast track it, but that's all they did outside of the tentacles coming out and all that, outside of the very, very end of it. And they didn't go back to it. I think if they wanted to do a what if with Captain Carter, it would have been better suited for a movie. And that's pretty much what they did. Never mind.
Look, I'm not saying she's not a good hero, but man, she's not as powerful as they're making her out to be. Like, well, how is she going to stop a multiversal threat? That's what I want to know. Her power is to punch things.
Hold on.
And there's people that are much better at that than her.
I'm finding the screenshot.
Of what?
Oh, fuck you, Kahori. I hate. Yep. Give me a second, because I'm going to show everybody, because this is asinine. How the fuck are you able to use? You can do all this stuff. Oh, what is that's Hulk. That's Hulk. What did Hulk throw to them?
Oh,
Emperor Hulk.
What did Emperor? He threw
a sword?
No, Odin's spear at her.
Odin's spear. That was Odin. No, that's a sword. That's a fucking sword. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember what it's the Asgardian Hulk that I told you about. Which I like that comic run. The Starship Hulk run. That's a pretty damn good run. But
Starship Hulk, I thought it was like Emperor Hulk. But
no.
Yeah. I'm gonna show this fucking stupid shit off because this is just fuck you.
When she had, you were talking about when she had the Infinity armor and just they started all giving her like the mishmash of all the weapons.
Let's share the screen. Window.
We haven't even talked about it yet, though.
I know. I don't care anymore because fucking this is peak. Okay.
Bullshit.
If you look over here on the left,
she's not even holding. She's using magic to wield it because she can't.
Yeah, you know what? You know what Doctor Strange could never do?
What?
I wasn't aware that you could lift Mjolnir with fucking magic. Since when was that a thing?
Technically, you're not. Well, Magneto does use his magnesis in the comics to lift Mjolnir. That has happened. People have used magic and loopholes all the time with Mjolnir. Like Red Hulk technically beat up Thor with his own hammer because they were both in space and there was no gravity. So he was able to wield Mjolnir and defeat Thor with Mjolnir. And another
bonus hole.
another-
This happens at the end of What If. What If season 2. Well, all of a sudden, everybody's worthy. They're all worthy.
She technically never lifted the hammer. I will give her that. She technically never lifted the hammer. Her space magic did. Which I will argue an Infinity Stone is more
God
powerful.
damn it. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, man.
An Infinity Stone is more powerful than Mjolnir. Granted, it's not the full power of the Infinity Stone, but it is still an Infinity Stone that is powering
She's
her.
possessed by the power. No, that's not Captain Hela. That is Peggy Carter.
That's Captain Carter.
That is Peggy Carter, Captain Carter, with Hera's
helmet.
Hunty, hold on real quick. Hunty, I tried watching the first episode. No, I did. I watched the first episode of the previous web show. Not Has Been Hotel, but Hell of a Boss. I can't take it. I couldn't take it. The language bothers me when you like. I don't have a problem with foul language if it's contextualized. They're just cursing just to curse. And it's just that kind of stuff bothers me. So I don't know if I'll be able to check out Has Been Hotel. I'll give it I don't know. The other problem with this whole scene is like those are the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, they're not killing her almost instantly.
Well, when she uses them, it doesn't do anything to her. Now,
we watched it destroy Thanos. We watched it destroy the Hulk's arm.
Do you think that has something to do with the armor that was created?
No, why?
To house the Infinity
all that it is just Thanos's. I mean, not Thanos. It's Ultron's body. Ultron's body was made of vibranium, and that's it. Thanos had magical Uru, which is what so the Infinity Gauntlet is made of the same material that Thor's hammer is made of, and it was magically enhanced by the dwarves to hold the stones. Ultron didn't. Now, a reason why Ultron was able to wield it without dying because he's a fucking robot. Like there was no he's not biomechanical. Like there's no reason to think that it wouldn't he would be injured by it. But Thanos, being an organic being, he got fucked up pretty bad by using the stones. Fucking Hulk, even though it was gamma radiation, which it shouldn't have. If it was gamma radiation, it shouldn't have hurt the Hulk in the first place. It should have made him stronger. He got fucked up, and Hulk is a planet buster, and Thanos is a planet buster. Iron Man, who's a human, used the stones once and died. Yes, Captain Carter is a super soldier, but she's not that above humans. Other people are still able. No, Thanos was not worthy of lifting Mjolnir. He's never been worthy of lifting Mjolnir, as far as I know. The only time if people are not worthy of lifting Mjolnir is if they're more powerful than the charm that Odin put on it. Basically, you have to be more powerful than Odin to lift the hammer without being worthy. And I think like Emperor Thanos lifted it. The Dark Silver Surfer lifted it. That's whenever Silver Surfer succumbed to the dark side of the cosmic energy of the power cosmic.
We have cookies.
Point is, you have to be more powerful than Odin to break the charm.
And Tony almost did.
What?
I did
Tony
like
never
that.
lifted.
Not Tony. Steve.
Cap. Yeah, but Cap's been worthy in the comics many a times. He's
No. I'm talking about that scene where everyone was trying to lift Mjolnir off the table.
Oh,
and when Cap's trying to lift it, and it just kind of shuffles a little bit, and that look when it's like, hold on. Wait, see, ladies and gentlemen, this goes back to quality writing. Way back when, in that lovely Avengers movies, when Marvel Avengers was good, when Marvel comic movies were good, that one little scene where everybody's talking around the table and everybody goes to try to lift up the hammer and nobody can lift it, and Thor's just sitting there laughing like, yeah, whatever, y'all ain't gonna be able to do anything. Steve goes over and it shifts a little bit, and you see that look on Thor's face automatically change.
Well,
and he's like,
you do know that in that moment, the director of the
Good
movie.
writing.
The director of the movie said that since Cap is a super soldier, his brain processes speed of time faster than we do. He realized he could pick up the hammer and stopped himself from picking it up so he wouldn't embarrass Thor in front of everybody.
That's retcon after the fact. I don't give a shit what the director says.
No, they said it when the movie came out.
Really?
It wasn't retcon. It was because people as soon as the movie came out, people were asking if Cap was worthy, and the director had said it. He chose not to lift the hammer to keep Thor to save face with Thor.
Okay, still acceptable. I just like the fact that it was just a matter of the look on his face changed. It was show don't tell. If that was done in modern day, it would have been mentioned. Somebody would have said something about it. Like, sorry, Cap. Like Cap would have said to Thor later on, blatantly, that I'm sorry, I didn't want to lift it in front of you, everybody. It would have been something stupid like that, instead of just leaving it for the audience. What are you catching right now?
What?
When you go quiet, I just assume you're off doing something in Palo.
No, I'm. Well, first, our base is being raided right now.
No.
What? No, what were we saying?
Josh was correcting me. That scene was in Age of Ultron.
Yes, it was in Age of Ultron.
Oh, that was right before Ultron wakes up, right?
Yes.
See, a lot of people don't like Age of Ultron. I
liked Age of Ultron.
I enjoyed some of these movies. Like, that's what's a part of me. Like, a lot of movies that I thoroughly enjoyed. Like, can I go back and watch them again? Like, would I be overly critical of them?
No, I recently rewatched Age of Ultron. It's exactly how I remembered it.
So, the amount of suspension of disbelief I could put forth will only go so far, though, sometimes.
But anyway,
season 2. So, Josh, hold on. So, they are legitimate. So, they are doing a season 3, huh? What? Because I saw What If season 3.
Well, yeah, they left us on a cliffhanger with the tree.
I didn't see a tree. I just went and watched it. When they blink out, it's just space.
No, they go back and they're heading towards Loki's tree.
Depends on how much money Disney has and how much money Sony wants from Disney. Because the problem going on with Sony right now is they're making stinker after stinker after stinker. Madam Web is going to tank. Okay? It's going to absolutely fucking tank. Because they're like, I made a video on this. There have been reshoots, apparently multiple reshoots, because originally they were going to try and tie in Peter Parker Spider-Man. Not necessarily have him in the movie, but have references to him. The movie, Madam Web, apparently takes place in the 90s, and I think it was you that corrected me on this one, that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man would have been like his Spider-Man would have been.
I'm telling you,
would have been the right
Andrew's
time.
age.
Yeah, I know he's 40, but
that
would have put him at about 10 years old, maybe early teens, when Madam Web's taking place, which would make sense for a teenage Peter Parker, especially if there's going to be a time jump after Madam Web. However, none of that shit even matters because the director came out and said, "Oh no, this is just going to be a standalone movie." What? It's going to have nothing to do with any of the other Spider-Man movies. So why on earth you just told everybody outside of, hot chicks in skin tight Spider-Woman outfits, which is like that might get a few guys to go watch it, but other than that, I don't see anything. I don't see a reason to watch it. But as far as Spider-Man 4, if it's going to be, what's his name, little kid,
Tom
baby
Holland.
boy. Tom Holland. If it's going to be a Tom Holland friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, I think it'll be fantastic if it's done by Sony. The only way he'll appear in MCU is if Sony and Disney keep on negotiating with the 25% cut of the box office. I don't see why he wouldn't continue to be in the MCU. Disney knows he brings in money. Sony knows he brings in money. So, but again, there's got to be good writing. As far as Kraven the Hunter, I don't think enough people know who this character is.
I do like Kraven a lot. And I hate what they're
you
doing
can
with
like
character.
Kraven all day, every day, but you got to get the normies into the theaters. The hardcore fans who have been following Kraven for years and years and actually know who and what his character is are probably laughing at the trailer, because I sure as fuck was. Because that doesn't look like Kraven to me. Outside of simple aesthetics. This whole shit about, he gains his power from the blood of a lion. It's like, well, that lion better have some fucking mutated blood inside of him with superpowers. But I do think that's what's going on, because in the trailer, that lion looks like it's on some sort of steroid shit.
Yeah.
It's definitely a CG lion.
It could be a lion from the Badlands, and that would make it more primitive.
That is not. If that's a normal lion, then it's piss ass CG.
No. I'm saying. I don't know if you know what the Badlands are in Marvel.
I do not. So let's educate.
The Badlands is it's where like Fin Fang Foom and all it's basically where dinosaurs exist. So everything's prehistoric.
No. There's nothing in that trailer to give that indication that that's where it's from. What I'm thinking is that Kraven's dad, in the Desire, Kraven's dad is more Kraven than Kraven is. Kraven's dad looks like he's looking for the next big hunt. Average, everyday animals don't do shit. PETA's already lost their mind. They lost their mind a long time ago talking about Pokemon and Power World or promote animal cruelty, but whatever. So in order for him to up the ante and get that adrenaline rush and sense of danger, he has all these predators. He dopes up the predators. And then when that was getting boring, he made his own dope, which was far stronger, which is why that lion looked like 3 or 4 times the size of a regular lion with the muscles of a chimpanzee. And if that's the case, I will accept that power level for Kraven. But still, what I don't like is like, oh, he's some sort of naturalist. He wants to protect. No, the fuck no. He wears their goddamn fur. He is a hunter, not an environmentalist. Jesus Christ.
Do you think Russell Crowe was upset with his portrayal of Zeus, so he switched over to Kraven's father to not be looked at as Zeus,
as a bitch? I mean, I don't know. I would have had to watch Thor: Love and Thunder to know anything about that shit. You're applying more thought to this than the writers have. I guarantee you that. And I think you mean
right.
Savage Lands.
Yes,
Savage
correct.
Lands. Okay.
He is correct. I misspoke.
I know very little about Fin Fang Foom other than I would love to have that as a 1 in 6 scale figure on my shelf. That and what's that? What was that cop's name? That fish cop looking thing?
Fish cop. What the fuck are you talking about?
Green police officer, mutant. He had a fin on top of his head, like a fish. I'll give Steve a second. He'll find it.
This is Marvel, right?
Savage, was it Savage Dragon? I'm gonna believe. Yes, Savage Dragon. See, thank you, Steve. Steve, I need to buy you a cape. Get you a Mighty Mouse outfit. Here I come to save the day. Was Image? Savage Dragon was Image. Okay. I think what it was, I mixed him and Fin Fang Foom up. Now I got to look up Fin Fang Foom, make sure I'm not fucking losing my mind. All
right.
The only similarity between the two is they're both fucking green. Okay. All right. Yep. I'm losing my mind. Losing my sight. Losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Okay. Is he green or is he gold? Wait, what the fuck? Star-Lord kills Fin Fang Foom dragon scene in Guardians of the Galaxy? Say what?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point the Guardians have run into Fin Fang Foom.
Yeah. Savage Dragon is green, yes. Yep, Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man. They're using Spider-Man characters without Spider-Man. And they want them to be successful. And no, sorry. You forget what you're doing. Ow, ow, ow. So what do you think? What's next?
We haven't even finished talking about the episode. What about the final episode?
The final episode. Damn it.
So my complaint to you, and that I voiced this complaint, is that so Strange was clearly able to take on a being with like all the stones, right?
Yeah, easily.
With all of the stones. Remember that. And he was struggling against Kahori, who was only powered by a stone. Not at the full power of the stone.
Yes, but it was the power of the stone plus her vagina.
He was having trouble fighting someone like that. Also, Captain Carter just automatically knowing how the stones work instantly. And then
how to use Hera's helmet, how to use Odin's sword.
Spear.
Well, no,
spear.
That was a
Odin
fucking sword. I'm
Odin
sorry.
have a
I
sword.
showed the screen.
I know.
That was the Hulk
saying.
sword. That was
Yes,
the Hulk sword.
Odin does not have a sword.
Whatever that goddamn. That's nonsensical shit. Like Doctor Strange, this is a continuation of his arc from his episode in season 1.
Oh yeah, and they basically killed off everyone's favorite character because guess what? He's dead now.
He's dead again. And of course, oh my god. Oh, see, now I'm having to remember this episode. Oh, what happens? Well, they fly through the air. Strange is in his demon form because he's fucking possessed and kicking ass. But no, here comes Peggy Carter holding all 4 stones in her hand to punch
barehand, mind you,
barehanded in the face, and it has absolutely no effect on her.
Yep, using one
stone. If you remember back in Guardians of the Galaxy, one single fucking stone,
the power
incinerated a person. The only way they were able to utilize the power of that one stone
is because Peter was part celestial.
To have a half celestial plus everybody else that was there to help control the stone, because they all had to join up. But no, sure, Peggy fucking Carter, like, they take a character that could be good, that could be well written, that could be interesting, and they make her a fucking strong female character.
Like, you watch it fuck up Thanos. Every time someone touches a stone, it fucks them up in some way. She's perfectly fine.
Well, no, the only thing that truly messed up Thanos is when he used all 5 of them. When he used all of them at once.
No. He was struggling every time he put every time he put a new stone in the gauntlet, it hurt him a little bit.
Yes, because the power surged through his body, but he was able to withstand it, no problem.
Well, yeah,
and when he used the stones individually, it was nothing. It was just adding,
but also the gauntlet was acting as a buffer. Yeah. Because remember, this was an enchanted gauntlet made by the dwarves with Uru metal and magic. But some people are saying some people were saying with theories that that the reason why Hulk's arm got fucked up is because Tony's gauntlet was not as I guess equipped to handle the power as was the Infinity Gauntlet that Thanos used, because he didn't have the same magic and know-how that they.
How about just go fuck yourself? It's the power of the stones. Period. If Tony's gauntlet wasn't a strong enough buffer, then it should have killed the Hulk. It should have done more. It should have done more damage to him.
He said that the stone. He did say that the radiation that they were putting off was mostly gamma radiation. That's why he was able to withstand it so much.
Okay,
because he is powered by gamma radiation. Fuck. Which, in theory, should have made him stronger, but I digress. Anyway, though, Steve, Captain Carter was able to handle all the stones.
Stones in her bare
and magically
hand.
knew how to use them perfectly to fight Strange. Like Strange was Strange
okay, fair enough, but I'll give you this. How did Tony know how to use them? How did the Hulk know how to use them? Just a simple snap. How did any of them know how it works? Now we can write the story for them that the stones inherently give you the ability to just know.
No. Suppose so. It's kind of like it acts upon your will almost. But still, they died as a result of using them. Well, not died. Tony died, but the Hulk lost an arm because but yada yada.
Hold on. Fin Fang Foom. So, okay, wait.
You're still looking up Fin Fang Foom?
No. Steve talking about, holy shit, this is hilarious. Guess what figure the head of Fin Fang Foom came packaged with? So, is this one of the Marvel figures where they have the figures in the box and they have an extra piece, and to force you that if you want this extra figure, you have to buy the whole set bullshit instead of selling the figure individually as some sort of fucking cash grab? Is that what they made a Fin Fang Foom figure out of that?
Probably. They do that with like the Thing and the Hulk and like Abomination.
Who's his head packaged with? Don't make me look it up. I do have a question for you, Steve. I need a reminder. Okay, so what was it? Okay, so we need to guess. I don't want to look on Discord. I want to guess first. So based on our discussion, based on what we're talking about, who would it be packaged with?
Captain Carter.
Captain Carter?
Or She-Hulk, maybe.
And the win. Oh, this is going to be in toys and cartoons. Oh, I like that picture of I like that toy of Savage Dragon. Oh, no, Steve, stop that shit.
She-Hulk?
Yeah.
Second guess was right.
Oh, that's an ugly ass. Well, it's the She-Hulk from, I guess, her original comic where she's just wearing the tank top that's stretched over her.
Mm-hmm.
My God, that's a big ass figure. Holy fuck. Okay, Steve. Who is the co-host on Saturday night that's doing the Arcane review tomorrow night? Because I don't know where who is that? Because that's where I'm going to be hanging out with in the chat tomorrow night. Because I'm
why don't you just join Jason then?
Join Jason what?
Oh, I thought he was talking about him doing the stream.
I don't know if he's streaming tomorrow night.
Oh.
Yeah, Jay Desolate Souls, yes. Desolate Souls. Doo-doo. Yes, the gooch. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can you you're a mod over here, right? Can you go grab a link to his see if you can grab a link to the live stream and post it in the chat.
Who, me?
No, I'm talking to Steve. Because I think Steve, are you a mod? Who's a mod? Somebody go get it. I want to make Steve a mod. If I have to. I trust him. Anyway. Let's see. Not to jump off topic. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Not to jump off topic. I have to think about that statement for a second. Our live stream, jumping off topic. Hoshi?
Yeah.
He's AFK.
I'm not AFK.
Do we jump off topic?
Yeah, and then see if you can press F whenever you're around him. Because if you press F and hold it down, you should be able to ride him.
Who we trying to ride, baby?
A bird that I have.
Oh, I bet.
You okay?
No, I'm not. Okay, I was bombarded by Joshua talking about not wanting to jump off topic here. All right. So, I've been trying to talk to him and trying to convince him. Get her on here.
Who?
Your girlfriend.
Oh, she's not gonna get on this. She's not gonna get on this with us.
Anybody interested? Before we end the stream, I want to cover this for sure. Damn it. Jay Desolate Souls is going to be talking about Arcane Season 1, Episode 1, tomorrow night. I don't know what time. I don't care. I'm going to be hanging out in the chat. And if I'm obnoxious enough, I'm going to see, say, let me on. I want to talk about it. I'm probably going to get to the point where I'm going to watch the first episode again tomorrow before, because, yeah, itching a live stream talking about Arcane Episode 1 review. Yes, I want to be involved in that in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to. What are you going to do? I'm going to crash someone's live stream. No, I'm not. I'm
all for a chance to talk about Arcane.
Talk about a cartoon that came out what 3 years ago. Yes, because I fucking love it that much. Okay, just talk like. To this day, I talk about it, different scenes in the story, and it's like the more I think about it, I get excited because it's fucking fantastic. But back to this. Joshua says, not to jump off topic because heaven forbid we ever jump off topic around here. But what do you think would happen? Vader defeated Obi-Wan and succeeded in overthrowing Palpatine if had retained his full potential and not put in the suit.
Well, I'm pretty sure there was already a comic or something dedicated.
There was either a comic book or one of the video games had an alternate ending.
Yes, it was Revenge of the Sith that had that.
Ryan Kennel enjoys that whole thing where the whole I have the high ground. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm just going to jump higher than you. And then he kills Obi-Wan and goes back, and the Emperor says, "We will rule the galaxy together." And Hayden and Anakin's like, "Nope, die, bitch." Goes through a nice little flare, kills Palpatine, and goes to take over the galaxy. What would happen? I think Anakin would have ruled the galaxy as Emperor.
I don't know. He may have messed it up.
Oh, he would have ruled for a while. Oh
yeah, he would have ruled for a while, but I think he may have. I don't know. It really depends. I feel like he may have done the Kylo route with it because I think they were trying to make Kylo be like I don't know. I feel like they were definitely trying to go Kylo with the over angst, like how people complained that Anakin was in the prequels. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm not saying he would have done a bad job, but who knows how. Honestly, he did rule the fucking galaxy. Technically, he was the second hand to the ruler of the seat, with Sidious, but
the whole problem with that scene, I have the high ground bullshit, is Anakin didn't have to jump over Obi-Wan. Like that's
You know,
just
I'm convinced that these people forget they have the Force sometimes.
yeah, I mean, hey. I have lots to say. I enjoyed the prequel trilogy, but I still think the writing, the delivery, the lines was just an absolute fucking atrocity. But I know the story. The way I describe it was good story, bad delivery. Fantastic, wonderful story. You can see what George is trying to tell in the movies. The delivery was just faltered on a lot of ways. Does that make the movies terrible? No, I don't think it does.
No,
I don't like the whole sand. Oh my god, it gets in everything. And just maybe it was George's direction, just the way some of the actors did the lines, the whole one take thing and everything. But I just but I still fucking enjoyed everything about the movies, except for Jar Jar Binks. That was fucking retarded. I didn't mind the Gungans. I hated fucking Jar Jar Binks. This whole thing about it's like, oh, we're gonna have something in there for the kids. Like, oh, fucking, it's stupid.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
I feel like Jar Jar Binks was a fantastic character because he was a patsy in the third episode, the greatest scene ever. He was used by the Emperor to gain power. Yes, he was a fucking patsy. I loved it. I thought it fitting considering the rocky terrain. Who are you? No one of consequence. I must know. Get used to disappointment. Masterpiece, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for hanging out with us. Although we are getting toward the end. Anakin lacked at using the Force at his full potential. Before or after the suit? Unlike Sidious.
Oh no, he definitely like they couldn't because of the whole midichlorian thing. He lost a lot of those whenever he.
Well, because of the suit, but I think Josh was referring to before he was put in the suit. Like he wasn't at his full potential during the fight on Mustafar. Is that what you're saying, Josh?
No, he was in. I'm pretty sure he was at full power whenever he was
before the suit.
Yeah. I mean, granted, he hadn't mastered the dark side of the Force yet.
Oh, see, this is another thing. You know, Anakin didn't have to jump. Well, they did actually. Okay, so they tried that during the fight. Here's the counterpoint to this one. They tried that during the fight. They tried using the Force on each other, but it got them nowhere. So they had to use their skills with the lightsaber and athletics and whatnot. They had to use other means, but still, jumping over Obi-Wan was unnecessary. You know, they had. It's one of those things where can we try another way to get to our end destination? There's other ways to get there. You don't always have to take, don't take the straight path. You can just take another route. Maybe you could. Hey, you know what? Rip off Monty fucking Python in the Black Knight scene. Do that. You don't have to lop off all the limbs all at once.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could have been done in a less nonsensical manner than I have the high ground.
Well, I mean, wasn't Obi-Wan supposed to be the master of defense? Like he was recognized as
that was his style. It was all defense.
So like he knew, like he performed the same move on Maul, and that's how he knew it was coming, and that's how he was able to make Anakin's limbs go bye-bye. Also, he trained Anakin. He knew Anakin's fighting style.
Mm-hmm.
He spent however many years they were together.
Which just leads to my point. They could have done it in a better way. Same result, just a better path than just jumping over and whack everything. Just like it's slightly anticlimactic. The only thing that saved it, of course, was Ewan McGregor and the Obi-Wan speech. You were the chosen one. You were a brother, and all this stuff. You know, you were supposed to bring balance to the Force, not destroy it.
You know, those memes, like, you know, where men cried. It was hard. It was heartbreaking just for that scene, I will say.
See, that kind of makes me feel. I guess I'm not a man. No, I'm not a man. I'm an emotional fucking tit at times. What's wrong? I do not have the ability to control my emotions.
I mean, I still I was watching a reel on Instagram the other day, and like there was this dad introducing his daughter to the Star Wars series, and she like started crying at the scene where Anakin had his limbs chopped off and he was about to be turned to the dark side.
Why on earth did he start with the prequel trilogy? You're not supposed to do it that way.
You could start with the prequel trilogy.
The fuck? No, it ruins the Empire. It ruins the best. It ruins the reveal in Empire. You do not start with episode.
So what?
1.
You want to go episode 4? You like to watch it like how Russo likes to watch it, where you start off at episode 4.
I think it's a fantastic.
5.
I think it's a fantastic idea. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6. Boom, done. All 6 movies in the Star Wars saga. That's it. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6. There you go. I mean, it makes sense because all of a sudden, I'm your father. Like, what? What's happening here? Or just do 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Do it in chronological in release order. Either one. But no, you do not start with episode 1 if you're introducing someone new to Star Wars. Absolutely not.
Oh, are you just trying to gatekeep Star Wars from
fans? Bullshit. That's a fucking hill I will die on. It ruins impactful moments in the movies, in the original trilogy. It absolutely ruins those impactful moments. And those moments are just... Well, okay. So, yes. Watch the Ewok Adventures. If they're a kid, yes, watch them. They're interesting, just not the holiday special.
What, the one with the Wookiees watching porn?
Oh, God. Anakin lost because of Obi-Wan's familiarity with his father's side. Yes, that's what we're talking. That's what Hoshi was bringing up. And his arrogance. Yep. Plus, he didn't train long enough to be as powerful Sith as the Dark Chosen One. Okay. Frostfang says, I still like the explanation that Obi-Wan was the wrong person to train Anakin, though was pushed into it by Qui-Gon. Yes. I like... Okay, so what I like the little headcanon from episode 1 where Obi-Wan's talking to Qui-Gon, and if you notice, Qui-Gon makes that hand gesture. The Force influence hand gesture that Obi-Wan used on the stormtroopers to convince them these are not the droids you're looking for. When he tells Obi-Wan to train Anakin.
But Obi-Wan wouldn't have fallen for that because he's not weak in the Force.
He's weaker than Qui-Gon. And again, this is my headcanon that I enjoy.
Yeah, but okay,
also,
but Qui-Gon's Jedi did not mind trick didn't work on what's his name?
Because he's a Tidarian. I'm a Tidarian. My tricks don't work on me, only money. Okay. Qui-Gon is far more powerful in the Force than Obi-Wan. So again, this is my headcanon. Just that one little moment where you look, it's like, is that what really happened? Of course it's not what really happened, but I like the idea, which kind of leads to, if you think about it, he wasn't the right person to train Anakin. And my other headcanon about is that, you know, the reason why Obi-Wan was able to defeat Darth Maul is that Darth Maul was confused because he was sensing the dark side coming from Obi-Wan, because Obi-Wan used his anger and hate and revenge in order to beat Darth Maul, which confused him and allowed Obi-Wan to get the upper hand. Is that what actually happened? Of course not. I just like it. I like it a lot. Chewbacca's dad is a perv. He likes interspecies. I think if Vader had mastered all aspects of the Force, like he should have. Let's see, like he should have. Then he probably would have reached his full potential, like he could have, to become more powerful than Sidious and Yoda. If it hadn't been for the suit, yes, that's everything that I've heard. This is from the.
Oh yeah, no,
all
the
from
suit
books and
was
everything.
designed to basically keep Vader like
In
detained.
check, because Sidious saw the power that was in him, and if it wasn't kept in check, that he would easily become more powerful than the Emperor. It wasn't just something to keep him alive; it was something to keep him down.
Yeah, because he needed to control Vader, and then that suit was the only way he knew how to do it. Because like he also also the suit was designed to both hinder Anakin and to make him stronger, because it would feel the suit itself fueled his rage, because it was constantly. I know it was a joke, but later, like I still consider it canon, but the EU, or what, extended universe, whatever you fucking call it nowadays, I don't really care.
Expanded universe.
Yeah, that it was said that Sidious like installed the beeping noises to make it to where it would constantly keep Anakin upright, because it would make him angry. And then like, you know, him honing so like the suit would malfunction on purpose, right? And he would not be able to breathe properly. So Vader would have to use the Force to keep himself alive. So it was constantly making him stronger as well. And like Sidious didn't like that it was making him stronger, but he couldn't do anything to really like stop it, really. He thought it was going to make Anakin slower and make it easier to control, but Anakin overcame the difficulties and became stronger through the suit itself. And that worried Sidious. But Sidious also put a failsafe into it where Anakin would, if he ever betrayed him, he could just shock him, because the suit would just instantly like fail to electricity. If you didn't know that.
I think you mentioned it before, which is why he completely much collapsed. You know, when he was affected by the Emperor's lightning.
Yeah, it was. It was meant to like, if he attacked him with lightning, it was basically that was it. Game over. The suit would just fail.
Somehow the Emperor has returned. Someday, maybe perhaps we'll get some good quality Star Wars stories consistently. But anywho, we have.
You're expecting. Shit! I was gonna make a Star Wars quote. Hope, something with hope. I can't remember. Like
hope floats, a lot like shit. Anyway, it's getting late. This is after 10 o'clock. We have passed the 2-hour mark. So, what are your thoughts? What are we going to talk about next week? What's coming out? What's going on?
Well, we never did finish talking about Monarch, and I'm still waiting on the 10th episode to come out. I don't have it on my site that I watch it on.
I'm disappointed that there are only 10 episodes. I'd like to see. I'm interested to see more. I do have a major problem.
I'm caught up to episode 9. Just to let you know.
God. If we start, we're gonna talk about it next week, because if I start, we're gonna go to 11 o'clock, and I ain't doing that shit tonight. So next week we're gonna talk about some Monarch, and I'll be very interested to see where all the nonsense with Pal World goes.
I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Well, everybody's fucking enjoying it except Nintendo stands. Sony. Nintendo stands and Sony ponies are the only ones complaining about it all, because
what is Sony complaining about?
Sony ponies.
Because it wasn't made on PlayStation?
Because it's not on their console. It's not on their little plastic box.
Yeah, I do hate whenever they do that. Because I have access to everything, because I have a PC and a PlayStation. So
same here. I have access to, I got a shitty PC, but also got both consoles. So yeah, imagine my excitement when I was like, I want to play this game. What's it on? Xbox. Yes. It's on Game Pass. Oh, yeah. I got a little excited about it. It's taking up entirely too much of my life right now.
I mean, like I said, me and my girlfriend are still playing it together. So
yeah, hold on. Let me. Oh, I'm going over here. Let's see. Let's go over to Discord.
What?
11 fucking hours.
You talking about me?
Yes, it's showing you playing the game Plow World for 11 hours. God, I hate you so much.
I thought you were looking at my Steam account because that'll tell you how long we've been playing it.
I gotta check this. Let's see. With the Xbox, I wonder if the Xbox app will tell me how long I've been playing it. Everybody's still talking about Star Wars. Let's see. One thing, Anakin tried to pull out the same move against Obi-Wan, what he used against Maul. Yeah, a little bit. What the fuck? There's a new Zorro series coming.
Oh, goody! I wonder how is it going to be made by Disney or is it going to be made by an independent person?
It's on Prime.
Okay.
It's Amazon Prime.
I have some hope for it.
When is Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter is going to come around the same time that I'm going to be able to finish playing. I need to finish my playthrough of Bendy and the Dark Revival. I can't just get to chapter 3 and fucking stop. Okay, I can't do that shit. I'm going to try not to. I want to see if it shows me playtime on the PlayStation app. On the PlayStation app, the Xbox app, fucking retard. Games sold separately, ISP files, blah blah blah. Game progress. You're not going to tell me. I'm going to check to see how long I've been. How many hours? About 20. Easily 20. It's got to be at least 20 hours. It just came out. Oh, Monster Hunter Wild says 2025 is that better be coming out on PlayStation. Because that's another game. If they do it right, could be good. The only thing that's going to stop me from playing Monster Hunter Wilds is DRM bullshit from Capcom. Because if they try to pull that shit like they're doing with Monster Hunter Rise, making it unplayable on the Nintendo Switch, and making like the DRM bullshit, because we think that mods are just like cheating. It's like, fucker, they're only changing the look of the character, asshole, because they don't want Chun-Li's titties out. But what fucking ever. If Capcom keeps up with their bullshit, I don't see playing Monster Hunter Wild.
Well, Nintendo hates when people mod their games. You know that.
No. This is Capcom. I'm talking about Capcom. Oh, Nintendo is the fucking most litigious fucking game company out there. The Pokemon mod that came out for Pal World. Oh, Nintendo shut that shit down quick, fast, and in a hurry. Hit everybody, even if you were just talking about it. If you showed clips of it on your video, strike. They hit you with a copyright or a DMCA. Just bam, 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 bam. So
yeah. So Nintendo is basically from the way that sounds to me, Nintendo couldn't do shit legally to Pal World. So now, anytime the Pokemon is associated with Pal World, they shut you down.
No. I'm not going to go that far to say it, because this is nothing new for Nintendo. This is absolutely Nintendo and Game Freak. They are extremely protective of their IPs. And as far as I know,
fair, I mean, it is their property.
Worse than, yes, I understand that, but they even go after people. Like, you can't. I think you have to have some sort of agreement with Nintendo to stream Nintendo first-party games. Like, you have to be part of their specific partner program. Otherwise, you're fucked.
Man, I didn't do that. I streamed Mario Builder or Mario Maker, and I didn't get hit with
what
any
I've heard.
strikes.
They may have eased up on their restrictions, but no, Nintendo, any sort of mod, any sort of player project or anything like that, like porting Super Mario 64 over to Unreal Engine. Nope, they don't give a fuck. They'll shut you down quick, fast, and in a hurry. So it's no surprise. Now, as far as I know, you can still get the mod for PC, but don't stream it. don't make a video on it. If you stream it or make a video on it, they'll shut you down. No, they're not stopping people from making the mod or distributing the mod. They're stopping people from showing it, streaming it, advertising it, stuff like that. Which is they have every right to do so, and it should come as no surprise because that's what Nintendo does. Like worse than like they go harder than Disney.
Which I mean, I do like Nintendo for things, especially because if it wasn't for Nintendo, the Mario movie would not have been as good as it was. So
that's true. I'll give them that. But Game Freak needs to fucking pull their head out of their collective asses and start understanding that their community, their customers want something more. And all they're doing no better than the sports games like fucking NFL and Madden and NBA 2K and FIFA and all that other bullshit, or the Call of Duties, any other fucking cookie cutter first person shooter. It's a copy paste job, addition to addition. They need something more. And Nintendo needs to get their head out of their asses and realize they need a fucking home-based console, not a Switch. I'm sorry, Switch is great, Switch is fun, but it does not have the processing power to keep up with modern consoles. And if you can't do that, it's going to stay it's niche, a very popular niche, but it's still a niche system.
I have a Switch.
I want to have a Switch too. But if I had the option either getting a Switch or a Steam Deck, I'd probably get a Steam Deck first because that's going to have the games that I really want to play.
Fair.
And also, not to mention the fact that Nintendo does not go down on their prices. 30-year-old game is still going to be the same price as it was. It's still going to be a $50 fucking game on their store, even though it's 30 years old. That might be an exaggeration. 20 years. You know what?
Really
fuck,
not.
I'm old. God damn it. Oh, I've been on Nintendo since I was fucking 12. God, so
anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching.
37 fucking years ago.
We're gonna leave before he has a heart attack.
I beat Metroid 37 fucking years ago. I beat Metroid 37 years ago. Right?
You gonna be okay there?
I was 12. Yeah, I'll be all right. I'll be fine. Hey, wanted to switch. Shut up, Steve. Oh God. I'm gonna lie. I heard Kill say you wanted to switch, and I was picturing a wooden one that somehow you. I have not played Metroid Dread. I have not because I don't own a Switch. My executive producer has a Switch. So I wonder. I might pick that up for quote unquote for her. Anyway, we're gonna go. Next week we're gonna talk about some more Pal World shit because it's a fun fucking game. See what the controversy
You should get
is.
it. You should.
Don't stop talking about it on PC. My PC is shit. It's a fucking load of hot garbage.
I'm enjoying it on my PC, sir.
No, I would love to be able to play it on PC. However, my laptop will not run a goddamn thing.
Fair.
My laptop ain't gonna run that shit. So, but anyway, that's it. Monarch, Pal World, and whatever else comes up between now and then. And yeah, that's it.
All right, everyone. Well,
thank you, everyone. Oh, real quick before we sign out, I want to say to everyone listening, thank you. Legitimately, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for tuning in to the nonsense that I spew out, watching my videos. The idea that there are some people out there that actually sign up to my channel with notifications set and watch videos when I put them out. It's very humbling. It's very still odd for me to even talk about because honestly, all I do is run my mouth about the shit that annoys me or that I enjoy or just whatever I feel even remotely passionate about. And to have someone interested in that, thank you. And also, I actually got since being monetized, I got my first payout, and I like to tell everyone I made more money on my YouTube channel than Disney made at the theater last year, which really isn't saying much, but it's still funny to say.
Okay, then you're gonna quit your job because that means you would have made over like $1 billion.
No, Disney lost $1 billion at the theater last year. Disney lost $1 billion at the theater in theatrical release.
You really think they're going to care about
you realize that, right? Disney, they may not, but the investors sure as fuck do. That's why there are people attempting, essentially, in lack of better terms, almost a hostile takeover of the board. That's happening right now, right? There are people trying to muscle their way in because they own majority stock as an individual to get a new vote to have a new head of the board at Disney because everything's going to shit.
They need to fire. They need to fire
everyone. They need to fire every fucking person there. Complete and total clean house. But yeah. Anyway. Hoshi does understand expenses. He does. But I'm not confusing. I'm not saying that Disney lost money. It's like, no, at the theater, $1 billion loss for the year, especially after the Marvels. The Marvels alone was at least a $300, maybe $400 million loss.
Anyway.
Anywho,
good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Hope to see you on the next one. Thank you all for joining us, as always. I am not as eloquent as Jace, but yeah, wouldn't be here without you guys and gals. And
we appreciate
you want to call yourself. Whatever you want to call yourselves, I don't care. You're hanging out. You're welcome, everyone. Good night. I'm fucking tired. Good night.
Good night.